Hello everyone and welcome to my first Unreal Engine C++ tutorial. In this tutorial what we're gonna do is we are going to set up the movement of our character. The first thing that we have to do is launch our editor, Unreal editor. We are going to create a new project, C++ project, blank, basic code, and we're gonna put the name of my tutorial. One, static content with static content, and create project. We have to wait a few minutes or seconds, depends on your computer. Okay, another thing that we need before while this one is doing the job, what we need is go to the marketplace. We need this animation starter pack. You can look for this in the starter content animation. Let's put starter pack. And you can see right here animation starter pack, that is free. You have to download this and add to project. Let's see if the project is finished. It's not finished yet. Visual Studio, you have to have Visual Studio in order to run C++ in Unreal Engine. Let's wait a little bit. Okay, now we have everything. Okay, the first thing what we are going to do is add to project, and the project it was called my tutorial 1, add to project. We wait, it's already added in my project. So what I'm going to do right now, we are going to settings, and we are going to project settings. Right here we go to input and axis mapping. We're gonna add 1 and 2. This one we are going to call move forward, and keyboard up to move, and we add another one, and this one is going to be called down. So when you press the up key, it's going to move forward, and when you press the down key, it's going to move down. And the another one is gonna be called move right. And this one, we go to keyboard and right. We add another one, so keyboard left. So in order to move down, we have to put this one to negative 1.0. In order to move forward, we have to be has to be 1.0. Move right, the same thing is going to happen over here. If it's moving to the right, 1.0. If it's moving to the left, So then it's gonna be the opposite, so it's gonna be negative 1.0. Okay, we save this. We have to remember the name, that's the only thing that we have to remember. So we can minimize this and we go to new C++ class, character, nest, and we are going to call this a avatar. Okay, and I'm sorry for the noise that is over here. uh, I have few people in the living room, so okay, we wait. Okay, everything has been created. So what we need to do is in the avatar.h we have to include the next thing. We gonna include void, move, forward, and float, amount, and the next one is gonna be void, move, right, float, amount. Or you can put whatever you want in here. If you know C++, C Sharp, or any other language, you know that you can change the name over here and change over here. If you want to put just right and forward, you can put it. But I like to be um, I like to let the people know what this function is going to do. So you can put comment on it. You can put, like, for example, this is going to move the character forward, this is going to move the character to the right direction and to the left direction. So I'm not going to do that right now. Another thing, you just have to click the right button and do quick action and reaffect. Quick action and create a declaration. This is gonna do the work for you, so you don't have to be including the thing in the C++ file. The Visual Studio is going to do the job for you, so you just have to wait a little bit. Then later on, when this is finished running, it's going to work faster. You're gonna see. Okay, the function has been created in our C++ file. So if you go down, you're gonna see a function called move forward, and now what we have to do is right click and quick action, create declaration or definition, and it's gonna be created faster right now. This one is going to be created more faster than the another one, because at the beginning it has to look for a lot of files and do a lot of job. Right now it's not going to do all that job. Okay guys, now what we have to do is the next thing. We're going to set our player input component, and we're gonna call bind access. I think that's the way that is called. Right here we're gonna put the name that we put in our right here. If we go to project settings, we put right here move forward. We're gonna use this. and we had to pass this into here, move forward. Okay, then this is gonna say like, okay, give me the value of the move forward, and we're gonna say like, for example, now it's asking me for the object, class object, and we're gonna say that this class, and now it's asking me for a reference. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna call a avatar point and move forward. So now what this is going to do, this is going to do the next thing. Move forward is going to pass the value that we have inside of red. So we have 1 and -1 as we see input, as is mapping, move forward, and we have up. Every time that we press the up value or up key, it's going to pass 1.0 into the over here move forward. It's going to pass 1.0. So then what we have to do in order to move forward, so we have to do the next thing. If controller and the amount, so if the amount, or we can say that the up key is pressed and the controller, both things are true, then do the next thing, add movement input, and right here it's asking me for F vector world direction. So what we're gonna do is get actor forward vector, and it's a method, so we have to put the parenthesis, and then we put comma, and this and it says, I'm sorry for my English, I know two languages, so I know Spanish and English, so I get messed up sometimes, and it says that we have to pass now the amount into here. If we don't pass the amount into here, it's going to be equally to 1. So we have to we can choose. We can put this information just in here and it's gonna be fine, or we can say, okay, I don't want you to pass 1.0 into here. I want to pass my own value, so I'm gonna pass my own value, because it's better for us to pass that value. For example, if we are not moving, right, then we're gonna tell, okay, we are not moving, we are not pressing the up key, so don't move. So that's what is going to happen right here in this case. If we don't say that we are passing the amount over here, then it's gonna keep moving forever, the character. So we have to put amount over here, and then everything is gonna be fine. You don't have to pass any more lines over here, so you're fine over there. And move right, we have to do the same thing that we did over here, move forward and move forward. We're gonna copy this, and we're gonna say we're gonna pass move right. So move right, and I put the same to move right over here. You don't have to call the function the same name as the sitting um, string. You can put any other name right here different from the function. Okay, right here we're gonna do the same thing. If controller and amount is true, then we're gonna add movement input, and there it says the F vector world direction. So we're gonna put the same thing that we did: get actor right vector. You can see it right here. It's a method, so you have to put the parentheses and the amount. Okay, and that's all. We don't have to do nothing else. Now what we have to do is the next thing. We had to build, compile, we had to wait a few seconds or minutes, that's depend on your computer. Okay, the compile is complete, there is no error. So what we have to do, we're gonna create a blueprint based on avatar. Before we do that, we are going to create a new folder. New folder, and we're gonna call this blueprint. Okay, we're gonna go to C++ classes and avatar, create blueprint class based on avatar, and avatar under blueprint. Okay, and we're gonna put it inside of the blueprint class of the blueprint folder. Create. Now we have the blueprint over here, so we're gonna double click on it. Let's see, this is what we're having over here. We're gonna go into mesh. In mesh, we're gonna use the static mesh that we download from the static content. So we're gonna put the radio of this little bit, the capture high, bigger, so the character can fit over here. Let's put a little bit smaller. I think that over there is okay. Okay, we compile and click on the mesh again. Use animation blueprint. Let me see, right here, no. And right there is nice. Now let's do the next thing. We have to go to my tutorial 1 game mode. We're gonna create a blueprint based on that. So we're gonna call this tutorial 1 game mode blueprint, and we're gonna put it inside of the folder of blueprint again. And this one it says that the default pawn class is the default pawn. We're gonna choose the avatar blueprint to be the first player controller. So we compile this and we left everything how it is. We're gonna left the hot class and everything. And okay, we have to get out from here. We go to settings again, project settings, and we go to maps and mods, and right here we choose default game mode. We choose mm, tutorial 1 game mode blueprint. So we choose the blueprint that we made just earlier, and we're ready to go. So let's play. Okay, so now you can see that it's moving, but we just see the hands from that. So what we have to do now, we open the avatar blueprint. This is gonna be shown to you, so you just have to open the full blueprint editor and go to mesh, viewport, and we're gonna add the next thing. We're gonna add a camera, and the camera, okay, over here, and let's rotate the character a little bit. Let's rotate it like 19 degrees right there. Okay, let's see now how it's working. Play. Okay, now we have everything set up. Well, in the next tutorial we're gonna learn how to jump, open door, and so on. We're gonna be doing a game. So see you in the next tutorial.